So I started SEO, and I thought maybe the first season is just. The first season was bad, okay? The first season was bad. But my friend said, "Oh yeah, but it's my favorite show." So I thought maybe just the other seasons are better. So guess what I did? I watched every single show from the beginning to Alicization. I watched everything, and I suffered.
And this
So hard.
is the story of how Korosaki killed his friend.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to The Flow. It's your host, as always, River, aka River the Flow God. With me today, I have Dane. Dane's here.
What's up? I just turned on my camera today.
The one and only Dane. He is unfortunately with the other person who's also here. We have Timmy, who
Hello.
I guess who unfortunately is here. I wish he wasn't, but he is. Nothing. This man has nothing to say. Wow.
Yeah, fuck Timmy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying that.
No,
That's
yeah, you're good.
The first thing I'm saying in this podcast.
That's perfect. That's perfect, actually. Okay, and we also have two special guests today for the first time. We have our first guest who just introduced himself very well. We have Evangaard.
Yeah, hello. You can just call me Evan. Yeah, hi. I go by Evangaard on YouTube. I do videos on mostly manga, but sometimes in anime and video games and stuff. And yeah, most of it is just me going insane, really, over things that are really dumb and no one else should care about, but I do. So yeah, that's me.
Hey, that's perfect. As always, quality content. But make sure you guys go check him out, or like he said about Timmy. If you don't check him out, fuck you. So make sure you do that.
This is actually my first time doing anything online off script. So if I say some outrageous shit, then I hope you guys will just fix that for me.
Okay.
We can swear, right?
Yeah, you can swear. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just did. So
Yeah.
And we also have.
I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm European, so I'm just gonna swear like it's part of my culture. So
yeah, gotcha. Okay. And we also have another special guest. We have Korosaki.
Yo, it's Korosaki, or you can just call me Koro. That's also good. I make YouTube videos, and yeah, just talking about random shit that I like. I was supposed to make an Cowboy Bebop music video, but of course, Cowboy Bebop live action just fucks me over. So yeah.
Yes. Fucking Netflix. But yeah, make sure you guys go check them out as well. Like I said, you better. It makes good content. Okay. So today, guys, we're gonna be talking about what anime or manga got you in love with the medium of anime or manga. So what really got you to love it? Not even necessarily like what your gateway was, like what really got you into it. So, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start out with Timmy. I think you need to start us off. You're a bitch.
Okay. Sorry. So.
Are you eating?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
He's sucking on a sucker right now, so
I'm chewing on it.
okay.
Anyways,
Pause.
so the first day, what? You're the only one that would think that way. Anyways, so the first anime that I would say got me started was Bleach, obviously.
Bleach is trash.
I feel like I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
What?
Ooh, what?
Anyways, so I don't know. Like back in the day, me and my siblings, we used to go somewhere for we had like a babysitter and whatnot, and like her son would play like he'd change the channel to like anime, and so the first one we watched was Bleach, and I'm like, yo, what is this stuff with swords and all that? This stuff look fire. And so yeah, Bleach kind of got me started.
Okay. I know you are kind of the Bleach guy, so that makes sense. This man always, bro. You don't even talk anymore. I don't even know why you keep coming on.
No, that's typical of a Bleach fan. I feel like they normally just sit in the corner and just are really, really scary and just are waiting for a chance to talk about the Soul Society arc at any moment.
Ominous.
What do you want me to
The
say?
pure aura that is coming from this man is
No. I don't know. Talk about how Bleach changed your life or whatever.
I know.
this man has conquerors haki. People too afraid to get close to him.
This man's best answer. I don't know. Timmy, bro, you still not gonna talk.
What the fuck just happened? I didn't understand him. What did he say?
I don't know.
What do you want me to talk about? I said my piece, didn't I?
You don't got anything else to say, like how this made you fall in love? Damn, man.
This man has a podcast and he says, "What the fuck do you want me to talk about?"
Like, dang, I want to watch more of this, or I want to watch more shows like this.
See, I don't know. I just watched Bleach. I just watched anime. I don't know how it started. I just watched anime. Bleach is like the first one I saw. I was like, okay. And I just kind of branched out from there, and it kind of
Okay.
happened.
Let me help you. You also like manga a lot. So what also helps you get into reading a lot of manga that made you fall in love with that?
Just kind of started.
Well,
I'm being honest. It just started.
Oh my gosh.
naturally, like,
And I just got into the sway of it. There's nothing that really prompted me to get into it.
What manga made you love reading manga? Is there a specific one you remember that really got you going? Like I'm pulling teeth.
Nothing really. I just started. It just happened. I wouldn't know. I just like manga. I just read it. It just happened.
why do you like it though?
Cool.
What makes it cool?
The fact that there's no words and I can look at the pictures.
What do you mean there's no words?
Well,
What kind of manga are you reading?
when you can't read, you have to improvise somehow.
Gosh.
He just
Goddamn it.
watches the pictures.
Man, you wonder why we hate on you all the time.
Nice.
No, this is great. I love this.
Okay. Timmy, wow. Thank you for your input, I guess.
I didn't know. There's literally, I can't pinpoint a time where I got started.
I'm not asking you a time. I'm asking you a show or a story.
But there was nothing that like that in back in the day that I really was like, wow, I gotta keep this going. I just liked it all. I was just like, okay, this is cool. Then move on to the next one. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I mean, I would say that is kind of like how it is when you get started with anime. It's really just you just watch one thing after the other, and you just go, "Wow, this is really cool." But I usually expect some sort of attachment that you can be able to say a little bit more than that.
And still he's silent.
I'm sorry, Timmy. I'm being.
no, I just can't pinpoint. There's not like I'm thinking. I'm just like there's nothing I can really see or think about. That I was like, oh man, that was so heat. That was so gas. Because I'm like, I guess I understand that. That was so cool. That was so awesome. There's nothing like, because I feel like I have that reaction with everything I read. So it's just like, I give everything my 100. So it's like, there's nothing that I
Okay,
say.
what about SEO though?
I was just
What?
gonna say that.
What about what?
SEO.
Oh
I
wait.
think it was fine. I don't think it was bad.
You
We'll get into that, okay? You can talk all about SAO you want when it's your turn, okay?
yeah, okay.
We'll get into it.
Damn. Are we gonna have like a whole separate part just about SAO later?
I guess that's what it's gonna become, because
I think
apparently
so.
we're only doing like 5 minutes each to actually talk about the things that got us started. So
Not even. He took 30 seconds. I don't even know about 5 minutes. Okay. Evan, if you want to go ahead and go next and talk about what really got you to love.
yeah, sure.
anime.
I mean, I just watched Full Metal Alchemist and thought it was cool, really.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, so you're
No,
gonna put Timmy on this?
I'm kidding. Anyway, I guess what really got me started, I mean, if you want to go all the way back, I know we weren't going to talk about like gateway stuff, but I mean, it was Pokemon when I was, I don't know,
Okay.
5 years old. I started watching Pokemon. I got this in my Advents calendar. I don't know if you have that in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this sort of sticker book about Pokemon stickers, the entire Pokédex. You could collect different stickers and you'd stick them into the book and, yeah, just get a lot of information. And I'd get really, really into that book. I'd start read about all the Pokemon, the typings, the different like descriptions. I even memorized, I think, the heights and weights of a bunch of different Pokemon, and yeah, I was a huge Pokemon nerd. And of course, that also made me get into the anime. And I watched that religiously every Sunday morning for, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years. And yeah, there was this sort of thing about it that, I don't know, made it sort of different from usual Western cartoons. I guess part of it might have been the sort of continuity, that it was actually like a long continuing story with progress. That wasn't really something you'd see in a lot of more Western cartoon, which was more episode driven, you know. A lot of it anyway, that I watched at that age. And another one from when I was little was it was Bakugan. I don't know if
Oh
you-
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
yeah.
Brings me back, dude.
So yeah, Bakugan also had like this sort of weird, very different storytelling from what you'd actually get from usual cartoons, you know. Just with it had this plot twists and characters that you'd sort of follow along the path, and it was very, very different from usual cartoons. I didn't know the difference between anime and cartoons at the time, but yeah, I guess when I later got into anime, I want to say around the time I was maybe 14, there was definitely a feeling of familiarity to those shows that I watched when I was little. But the things there were 2 shows that got me into anime, like actually knowing it was anime. And those 2 shows were Fairy Tail and Dead Man Wonderland.
That's a good one.
Have any of you watched either?
I've seen some of Fairy Tail.
I've seen both of them.
I've seen Fairy Tail.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on either of those?
I like Dead Man's Wonderland. I thought it was very different. It was like, I remember, I think it was on Tsunami over here in the States, and I was just thinking to myself, it scared me a little bit, but like the idea of like him being able to use his blood as a weapon or whatever, that was actually really cool.
Yeah. I just watched it and sort of, you know, I was 13, 14 at the time. I saw a lot of blood and violence and semi-nudity, and just went, man, this is so grown up. Just yeah. And Fairy Tail was, in retrospect, it's not a great shonen. I'll say that.
Yeah, I know it's pretty controversial.
Okay, I think it's not bad, but it's definitely not one of the best ones.
Yeah. It has a lot.
It's
I
amazing.
have a lot of fond memories of it, but it's not good. It's not good. I'll say that. But yeah, and that's just kind of what got the ball rolling, really. From there, I watched, I don't know, Full Metal Alchemist, which I mentioned earlier,
Yes, sir.
Death Note, part of Bleach, Toradora. I want to say though that finally, getting to the point, I know I've been talking for a long time.
No worries, no worries.
The anime that kind of made me really fall in love with the genre would have been Clannad.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
No. It was just like his reaction. It was just like, oh, okay, yeah.
No, I haven't
because-
seen it. I haven't seen it. I just
Yeah. I mean, has anyone seen it?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I guess it will just be me gushing about Clannad for 5 minutes. Then, yeah, it sort of started when I was just feeling down, one day, and I decided that I would watch this show that someone had recommended to me, which was Clannad. It was the first show that I watched that wasn't sort of an action thriller, any of that. I'd watched Dead Man Wonderland, Fairy Tail, Full Metal Alchemist, all that. This one was just a school rom-com, really. And I don't know, after watching like 5 episodes of that, I just felt better. And the first season of Clannad isn't, now in retrospect, anything to sort of hold on a really high pedestal. It's kind of a generic high school romance, but even so, it's sort of made me see what could actually be special about anime, and especially with Clannad After Story, which is the second season. It's really, what should I say? It touched me. I know in sort of modern times, like the whole Clannad changed my life is.
I know that Clannad's. I have heard that Clannad's After Story is a tearjerker.
Yeah, and it's almost a cliche at this point. Like, oh my god, Clannad made me review my view of life and all that. But yeah, it did touch me, and it was the first. I want to say, like, actually the first TV show or movie or anything that's really got me on an emotional level. And yeah, after that, I was done. I was an anime fan. I stopped showering. I went down the dark path after that. So yeah.
You went down in the deep end.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely. Now
That's
look
awesome.
Now look at me. Now I have a YouTube channel where I scream about manga sizes for 10 minutes, and I'm
Hey man, you love to see it. You love to see. It's cool.
Yeah,
all right, so
that's it for me, really.
Cool. Yeah, Clannad is definitely something that I plan to watch. It always makes me think of Rand Cafe. I don't know if you guys have
Rand Cafe, yeah.
Because they talk about it a decent amount. I know Animax like a big fan.
I know.
Yeah, it's one of the sort of quintessential 2000 anime fan series, along with like Gurren Lagann and Death Note, and yeah.
Yeah, and then Nux always roasts him for it, and it always gets me so weak. But yeah. So moving on, let's go to Dane. Dane, I think you'll have some good stuff for us. Yeah.
So it's my turn?
Yes, Dane.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
What's your truth, man?
first anime that made me love anime is also the first anime I really got into and watched, which is Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew
I
it was
remember
coming.
my brother actually introduced it to me, and I think I was about, let's say, 11, 12, around there. And I don't know, I think the thing that really got me into it was just like the fight scenes and stuff. But yeah, so like when I was watching Dragon Ball Z, it was like I don't know, I can't. It's not exactly like I'd say like the most in depth thing. It was just like cool, I guess like cool fight scenes and stuff.
Mm.
But it just
Gotcha.
kind of opened the door for me to look at other animes and stuff like that. I'd say. I remember
Okay.
like I watched it at first and I didn't really know there was like other shows like it at the time, so I just like became like super like I got all the action figures, I got the Dragon Ball manga, and at the time I didn't really know like manga or anything. I just saw them at Barnes and Noble. And I'm like, ooh, and I got them.
That's
Which is
a
like
that's a
how-
bookstore here in the States.
Yeah.
Mm. How old were you at the time?
I'd say like 11, 12, whenever I really got into it.
Mm. Was it something that just aired on TV then?
Like I said, my brother, he watched it on Cartoon Network and he introduced it to me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I feel like that's common for a lot of people here in the West getting into anime. Definitely through like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Naruto. Those are like the main ones that everyone kind of saw on TV and just went from there.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
times.
I never watched Dragon Ball.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't actually know if it's even aired here.
Oh really?
At least I never saw it. I had
interesting.
Cartoon Network and stuff, but yeah.
Because like here in America, Dragon Ball is probably like one of the most popular like animes,
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
along with like Naruto and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we did have Cartoon Network and stuff, but the few anime that I saw on that were more sort of, kids anime, like Bakugan that I saw.
Gotcha.
So sort of my entryway was more sort of in the watching stuff or online through not so legal
Yes.
channels.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Kiss Anime.
Yeah.
Like
But
the
yeah,
first time like he introduced it to me, and like I think I watched an episode with him or something,
Mm.
and like I remember after that, like all night I was just up on my iPad searching stuff up about it. Like on
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
and things, spoiling the entire show to me. I was like, so like it was just like so interesting to me. And then honestly, like that was the only thing I watched for like a good amount of time. I'd say like around like 14, 15, I started to get into other shows. Like actually the show I watched after Dragon Ball was actually Sword Art Online. I was like,
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, we're going to get into this.
Here we go.
Oh god. Is it just
Yeah.
because it's nostalgic for you, or are you actually having trash
I
taste?
liked the first season. I didn't really like the other seasons after that. The first season I enjoyed.
Okay, so at least you
Okay.
don't have the worst taste ever.
Okay, so I guess we're just getting into this now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this man Korosaki made a YouTube channel in 2021, and the first video he decided to upload was a video explaining why SAO was a terrible show, like we're back in 2013.
Okay, but dude, it's not about
I didn't
all
really
SEO.
understand like
It's just
why he would continue to go back into it. Like
why
like,
did I
he was
go
so
back into it?
traumatized
Okay,
from-
let me explain then.
Yeah, go ahead.
I started watching anime, and a friend of mine said, "Oh yeah, my favorite show is SAO," and then maybe 2 years later or something, I tried it. Actually, I tried it out, right?
Yeah, so this was far from your first show then.
Yeah, no, this was far from my
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Uh,
And so I started SEO, and I thought maybe the first season is just. The first season was bad, okay? The first season was bad, but my friend said, "Oh yeah, but it's my favorite show." So I thought maybe just the other seasons are better. So guess what I did? I watched every single show from the beginning to Alicization. I watched everything, and I suffered.
And this
So hard.
is the story of how Korosaki killed his friend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I must say that another member who rarely comes on, but Tyler, who also comes on the flow, he's actually the one I started the flow with, but he is a SAO fanboy, so I would find it interesting if you guys had a discussion about that.
Yeah, you should just have a separate episode, really, where you just talk about SAO.
Yeah, he really likes SAO, so that's
Dude, I remember the first season being that bad. I might have to go back and rewatch it or something.
You know,
The only good episode is the first one, okay? No, I'm legit. The first episode was the best one, where they introduced this big world with 100 floors that you have to clear. Guess what? They only had like 3 boss fights, and they explored like 7 floors. That's it.
Oh man. Yeah, I would definitely have to check it out. at some
Really
point.
good. Like, I don't know. Like from the first episode, I was like, I don't know. I was just like so enveloped in it. I thought it was gonna be like the best thing ever, but I don't know.
yeah, I only watched the first season, and
It doesn't get better from there. I mean, Alicization is good. Alicization is good. I admit that's the best one. It's also the latest one. But at some points they went from medieval ages to making fucking spaceships. Like what?
Yeah.
Spaceships.
Yeah. At the end of the show, so they go back into the game, right? And so then they see, because it has a different time. Like time goes faster for them, and it's like 1,000 years. So they go 1,000 years into the future, and suddenly they have fucking spaceships, and they're fighting space monsters for some reason. It's like, it's so dumb.
Fuck.
Wait,
Yeah.
in real life, they go 1,000 years into the future.
Oh no. So the game has another time zone. Like you could see it like how can I explain?
Like the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball.
Sure, I haven't seen Dragon Ball, but
yeah.
I mean,
Dang, both of you haven't seen Dragon Ball. That's crazy.
okay, look, I have seen 100 episodes of the original Dragon Ball, but not
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z or the other ones.
Dragon Ball fans
Interesting.
are kind of scary. I'll be real.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, whenever I see someone with a Dragon Ball avatar, they're always so mean to me. But yeah,
No,
About-
Goku beats everyone.
Goku solos.
True. That's the only thing they say.
Okay, let's be real here. No, I'm playing.
I mean, I couldn't beat Goku, so
Oh, hey, me neither.
I reckon I can beat most characters, and I can't beat Goku. So
That's a tough one. I don't know if you guys know the Masked Man. He actually just made a video about anime profile pictures. So that was pretty funny.
Oh
He
yeah.
didn't actually get
Yeah.
into Dragon Ball. I think he's gonna do like a part 2, but I got me pretty weak. But Timmy, I was curious your thoughts on SAO because I know you hadn't said anything.
right now,
He's not here.
don't worry, we didn't lose much.
I feel bad for the guy. Anyway,
we always just roast him.
Well, why do you have to leave?
He's taking a shower.
Oh, he's taking a shower.
Yeah, he's still horrible.
but yeah, Dan, I feel like we kind of derailed your entire story there. So if you
Yeah.
if you want to add anything else, then I feel like we owe that to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So after watching SAO, I went ahead and watched
Did you just say SAO?
You just tilted me by just saying SEO.
He just his house just explodes.
Anyways, I watched Naruto after that, and just continued to watch. Like, I'd say I'm a pretty like basic. I'm not like super in depth. I'm like a mainstream anime watcher, I'd say. But I don't know. It's just like yeah, Dragon Ball is where it all started.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of where your love for it comes from, you would say. I got you. All right. So, Korosaki, I say it's your turn to talk. I know Sao is not going to be.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to
discussion,
talk
but-
about yeah.
Are you gonna be able to deliver this entire speech without going into SAO again?
Yeah. I'll definitely.
Hey, it's about love, not hate. Okay, so he doesn't have to worry about Sao.
Okay, so I kind of started my anime journey with like Alps no Shoujo Heidi. Do you know Heidi? Like
Wait,
I
what?
watched
Actually.
I watched Heidi on VHS tapes. Like
Hang on.
my grandpa, no, my grandma had like VHS tapes lying around, and so one of those had Heidi, and
How
I
do you
started
spell
watching
that?
that.
I want to look it up.
Heidi.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like some sort of, Swiss or Austrian, Belgian stuff.
It's a very 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 old show, and like that was like one of those ones that I started with. I also started with like Bakugan, of course. I think it was like
Yes, sir.
Bakugan Battle Brawlers,
Yeah.
right? And then I also watched Beyblade and
Same.
Pokemon also.
I just saw this like random picture of I guess the main character and just fat, like it's
Wait, what? Heidi.
of Heidi.
Let's
The
see.
little girl with the red shirt or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
she's
Yeah.
just fat and she has like a white skirt on. It's weird.
So I'm guessing this was something that was aired in Belgium because it sort of took place around that area.
It's if I'm right, it was in Austria. I think it's that.
No,
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah, I mean, it is called Alps, no Shoujo Heidi. So
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But yeah, go ahead and continue with the.
So
Which
yeah,
is-
that was
Yeah.
actually my introduction, and I never knew it was actually anime. Though, like, I actually started watching anime because I was so familiar with it, right? I think there were 3 shows that really got me into anime, and I actually knew that it was anime. It was Fate Extra Last Encore. So everybody says, "Oh yeah, there's no bad way to start like the Fate franchise." But
No,
I started
that's
with
not
the
true.
extra. I started.
That's
with
not
the
true.
extra. I started with the extra. That's like the worst way to start a series, to go with an extra.
I thought it was the opposite. There is no good way to start the Fate franchise.
I've heard
I
like
thought
just
that-
watch Fate Zero and then like stop.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
I
I
thought Play Night was good. Or
yeah,
Play
I've heard
Night.
that too.
I
Yeah.
took the really like conservative way, and I started the visual novel.
Okay.
Right.
I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, it's very convoluted from what I've heard. I haven't actually seen it yet, but it looks like a lot to try to sift through.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
you watched
so-
Fate's Extra.
Yeah,
Alright.
Fate Extra, and I actually liked it. I don't remember much of it though. And then I also started with what was it again? It was like Guilty Crown.
Oh, okay.
When did that
Good.
air?
Good soundtrack. Good soundtrack.
Yeah, 2011.
Yeah.
So Guilty Crown was actually like the good soundtrack was cool, though like the end was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind it. It was like my introduction, and it's still one of my guilty pleasures. If you can.
Aha. Anyway.
Yeah, that was actually not meant to. Yeah, but the other one was Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte, yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah, I didn't.
What?
I didn't watch
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
I watched Angel Beats, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I never watched Angel Beats. This is good though. Like, is Angel Beats good?
Oh, it was one of the first shows I watched along with the other ones I mentioned. Yeah, It is, but it was very rushed towards the end. It kind of coincided with the Tokyo earthquake around, what was it, 2011? And that's, from what I've heard, that made them sort of rush the ending. It was supposed to be around 20 episodes, but they had to cut it at 13, I believe. And that's noticeable. But it was funny, and it was heartfelt at times, and I rather enjoyed it as sort of one of my first entries. But anyway, let's. Charlotte, let's. What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, Charlotte. That was kind of like the story itself was really cool because you kind of don't know what's happening until every piece comes together at the end. And it's kind of the same as Steins Gate, but of course Steins Gate does it better. And that's also kind of why I like anime, and that's why I went into anime, because Charlotte has had such a cool premise, and the execution was pretty cool also. And yeah, by the way, Steins Gate is my favorite anime of all time.
Nice.
That's not bad.
When did you end up watching Steins Gate? How long
like
was that?
A year or two ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
You
still love
watch-
it. And if you rewatch it every time, it's just gets better and better because you notice things that you didn't understand before, but now you
Gotcha.
just know it. And I don't know.
Did you-
Every time you rewatch it, it gets better.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it, but that's definitely what I'm looking forward to because I've only heard good things. So
Yeah.
Did you
trying to
watch?
get into it.
Did you watch Steins Gate Zero?
No, I did not.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I didn't hit her. I did.
I actually haven't watched all of Steins Gate. I've watched
Yeah,
about
you
half
should.
of it.
You
But
should.
yeah, but I have read both the visual novels for Steins
Okay.
Gate and Steins Gate Zero. There was a time where I was really into visual novels, and I'm probably gonna make a video on it at some point. But yeah,
Okay.
I actually enjoyed Steins Gate Zero more. I also will say that I believe it's probably the worst of the two anime, at least, because it's a lot harder to adapt than the original. But yeah, both the Steins Gate stories are really, really great. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually got like a episode timeline that I'm planning on watching, and I saw from someone. It's like I can tell you how it is 'cause I thought it was pretty good. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but let me see.
Should we?
Yeah, I can imagine you could probably have some fun with how you go through that. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I have it on me at the moment, but oh no, wait,
What was?
might be right. No, never mind. Oh well. Anyways, yeah. So
Was
That's
it like
cool.
mixing? Was it mixing Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero together,
Yeah.
or was it?
a little
Oh.
bit. It was like the start of
That's-
Steins Gate, and then like the first 22 episodes, I think, and then it was like watch Steins Gate Zero, then like watch episode 23, and then like watch like an OVA, and then watch like episode 24 or something. And then the
Okay,
movie after
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the reasons that I really liked Steins Gate Zero was because I didn't know what it was when I was going into it. It's sort of like an alternate timeline kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
It's that one timeline where, so Okabe
yeah,
does not like go, like does not save thingy. What's her name? Maki.
yeah, he's unable to save her. But the thing is that it's kind of I don't
It's
want.
more a depressing story, no?
Yeah, it's kind of a. Yeah, it's a lot darker. I felt it was more sort of human going into the characters and stuff. But one of the really cool things was kind of realizing as I went how it's connected to the rest of the quote-unquote Steins Gate multiverse, I guess. And I'm not going to go into it because I think actually if you just read the back of the box on Steins Gate Zero, they kind of spoil how it actually fits into everything. But I went into it completely blind, and I felt like that really made that experience great for me.
Oh yeah, cool. So don't spoil anything. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sort of sidetrack the entire conversation but yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, so I did want to mention, because I know you said Charlotte is kind of what got you into it. I actually watched Charlotte somewhat recently. I enjoyed it a lot too. I thought it was very interesting. I liked a lot of just the different powers, and then the way it ended. I found that was a very, very done well. It just felt kind of rushed. I don't know if you got the same feeling, Korosaki, but
That's the ending. Yeah.
yeah, it seemed kind of rushed to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's by. I should probably watch it because it's by Maila Jun, who also made Clannad. Made, but like was a executive
Nice.
in the development. And yeah, that's cool. By the way, if it wasn't clear, that's also why I mentioned Angel Beats, because that's another one of his.
Oh wow!
Sort of one of his children, I guess.
I didn't actually know that. That's interesting.
Mm-mm-mm.
Dane, are you still here with us?
Yeah. I'm just listening. I haven't watched Steins Gate or anything like that, so I was just trying to get an idea on what y'all were talking about. But
yeah, sorry, I wouldn't want to sort of just drag this in a direction and just take it all by ourselves. So yeah, please.
I was listening.
Yeah, I was just curious if
go ahead.
I was just curious if you had seen Charlotte, because I know Timmy is okay. So I know Timmy's the one who told me to watch
Timmy
it.
Probably have something to say about it, but
yeah, we actually did a whole podcast on Charlotte. So
oh really?
If you guys are interested in that, you can check that out.
All right.
But yeah. So I guess I can go ahead and talk about what got me into loving anime and wanted to start an actual podcast on it. So I would say for me, my first anime like Dane was it? I think my first anime was Pokemon, and then obviously Bakugan and some other ones like Beyblade. I don't know if you guys have seen Beyblade.
Yeah, those all three of those were big for me as well. Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! As well.
Oh yeah, I also watched Yu-Gi-Oh! But later in my life.
Yeah, so for me, I would say,
but the intro. I'm pretty sure I've watched the intro before, but I have no clue what it actually like goes on in it.
You haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! At all?
No, I just said Beyblade.
Oh, Beyblade. Okay.
I've heard the Beyblade intro before, but I've never heard.
Did you have?
Yeah, I've watched some.
Yeah,
I've had Beyblade. My brother had them, and he gave them to me after he was done with them. So
okay.
I also have Bakugan.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I remember that. My brother also had Bakugan. He was like,
that game was so weird. You just roll it and then it just come up on the card, and it was like there was really, I don't know. But
it was
anyway.
Magic. Come on.
But
wizardry.
So I'd say after Dragon Ball Z, I like Dragon Ball Z, but like you guys mentioned, I didn't really know it was anime. And then going from there to Naruto. Naruto is kind of when I started to kind of get into and more understand about anime, but I really like, it was like Dragon Ball Z I really got into, and then Naruto I really got into, and then I kind of stopped at some point there, and I wouldn't really say I loved anime at the time because I didn't really know a lot about it. But then coming back later, actually, my friend who I mentioned earlier, Tyler, it was about 2 or 3 years ago now when I actually really got back into it, and that was when he was like talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. So I think the first one that I watched coming back was One Punch Man. And I think that's kind of the one that really got me into it, and I started to really be like, okay, here, anime is really dope. So I watched One Punch Man. I really liked that, and it was actually like right before season 2 was about to come out. So I watched season 1, which was great, and then I watched season 2, which people say that was so weird to me because I really like season 2. People always complain about the animation.
Yeah, but it's just the second season is just very bad adapted. Like I have the manga behind me right now. I have till volume 22, and that's like the most recent one, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, I watched read all of it, and it's way better than the second
Gotcha.
season.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I watched the first season and it was great, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I kind of was told that the second season wasn't that great, and then I just read the manga. And I can totally understand why you think the second season is good as well, because the story behind it is really good. It's only that I've heard that the animation isn't up to par to the amazing
Yeah,
first
but
season, you know?
You would think that the war against the monster organization is where second season ends.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
I asked my friend, and I was like, "Where does the second season end?" And he was like, "Yeah, the fight with the giant centipede
Yeah,
thing."
it was weird.
And I went, "Yeah, that's a weird place to end it, isn't it?"
Yeah.
But yeah.
After it's like the Garo where he becomes like a monster. That was like sick. That was one of the best moments, I think. And they just skipped over it. But it's fun that they now get like a third season where they actually get a budget for it, because the budget was a lot less than the first season.
Okay.
I see.
So, have you heard it's coming out somewhat soon, or is that going to be more of a future thing?
You know what? Let me check it out.
I haven't heard much about the third season. Dane, have you seen One Punch Man? I remember.
Yeah, I've seen One Punch Man the first and second season.
What did you think of the second season?
I don't know. It's not the second season. I liked it, but it wasn't definitely not as memorable to me. I'd say.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like the moments that seem is like I don't know.
The first season has some amazing just animation moments. It's incredible. But yeah,
Naruto
it's
is a dope character.
Okay, dudes.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
coming out the 1st July 2022.
Oh, sick! That's awesome.
Huh. I actually didn't know that. But also Mob Psycho 100 season 3.
Yeah, season
is
3.
And I'm of the opinion that Mob Psycho is the better of the two. So
Yeah. No, objectively, Mob Psycho is better.
I love Mob Psycho so much, but
I
yeah,
agree with
anyway.
objective. I slightly have One Punch Man over it, which is partly just because I watched it first, probably. But yeah, just to go into like the anime that made me love anime a little more, because it's kind of convoluted after watching One Punch Man. I was also watching Naruto at that time, like rewatching it, because I didn't end up finishing it. And I was really enjoying that, but kind of it was weird because kind of what happened was like. My friend told me to like start. I forget at the time. I think I maybe watched Demon Slayer, and I like Demon Slayer. I watched a few other things too, and then he told me to watch.
Or is it just carried by the animation?
Yeah, I think it's decent, and I liked the movie a lot. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely overhyped. But I'll say like, so I watched a few of those around that time. I think he's told me because Dr. Stone, the season of Dr. Stone, like that anime season was going on at the time. So I started watching Dr. Stone. I really liked that. I think around that time, I was just all over the place. Around that time, I started One Piece as well. So I say kind of those. And then on top of that, then I think I watched Death Note and then Code Geass. And I say on that point, around that time is when I was like hooked on it. So
yeah, that's how it is. When you first get into it, we talked about the hyperbolic time chamber before we started the podcast. When you first get into anime, you're just sitting there in the hyperbolic time chamber and just watching everything. And and I have no idea how I managed to watch that much anime when I first got into it.
Okay.
No,
look, can I say one thing? So
yeah.
I kind of reset the hyperbolic time chamber just for One Piece, because I watched One Piece in 4 months' time.
Wow.
All of it.
Okay.
Like,
so Omar, who's another person.
like 25 episodes.
That's almost Jesus.
Yeah, I want to see the math on that. I want to see how many hours of One Piece you were watching a day. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's more than 10 episodes a day.
Yeah, so Omar,
At
who's
some point
another
50. At some point 50.
member
I'm not
of
even
the
exaggerating.
podcast.
Is that
You watch 50 episodes in one day.
That's
Huh?
crazy.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I guess that's possible when I do the math, but Jesus. That's,
Supposedly he watched it in a similar time as well. He said I think he watched it in like 3. He might have watched it in 2 or 3 months, or maybe it was 4. I don't know. I might be over exaggerating by saying 2 or 3, but yeah, he watched it around the same pace as you're saying. So I find that interesting. I don't know how the hell you guys can do that. I don't know if I could ever, but
Yeah, I think the only thing that really
now
made
I could
me
never
do
do
that,
something like that.
I think that what really made me do that was just Corona, I think, because Corona just made me sit at home for 6 months, and then I just watched it in 4 months, and yeah, it was pretty easy to do it, actually.
Yeah. And I was also...
Yeah, I didn't really think about it.
Oh yeah, you're good. I was gonna watch Bleach. I also watched Bleach. That was actually what I watched right after One Punch Man. So in terms of picking a one, it's kind of hard to pick a point where it really kind of stuck. I'd say probably I want to say it might have been like a combination of probably Bleach, One Piece, and Dr. Stone were kind of, along with One Punch Man, that was kind of the range of when it really kind of got me hooked, and I just really fell in love at that time, just because of the way that those really just were just. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. It's hard to really explain, but I guess I'll go with One Punch Man since it was kind of the first that got me into it, like we said. So I say that's kind of the point that really got me going, and then obviously what else I mentioned, and then FMB was in there too. That's one of the earlier ones I watched.
What was that?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah,
that was one of the earlier ones I watched as well, and I really enjoyed that a lot too. Just that story is really, really to me. Yeah. So okay. I'm gonna go on it's Code Geass. I mentioned that too. Code Geass.
Yeah.
That ending, when that hit, I think that's kind of might have been when it first clicked in my head. Like, hey, anime is incredible. And at that point, I was like,
ending. Okay, maybe we shouldn't spoil it, but
yeah,
we can't.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Yeah, but at that point, it was like, okay, yeah, and then started the podcast, and then here we are now, talking about anime all the time, regularly. So yeah, anime is pretty amazing. I wouldn't I wouldn't know. I don't even know what I'd do without it, to be honest. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but
yeah, I mean, I've dedicated so much time, and
what'd you say, Dan?
Like, I don't really like. I don't know, like other like regular, like I said, TV shows don't really appeal to me as much. So I don't really know like what I'd be watching right now, other than like yeah.
I don't know either, to be honest. But even now, like it's still hard for me to watch it like as much as I used to. I know you guys have mentioned similar issues, but I was trying to watch a lot of anime this season. I know Korosaki, you watched like all the anime this season. I was like,
yeah.
By the way, struggling.
It was tiring as fuck, though. Did you even know that there was one anime that came out this season that was just an ASMR anime?
What the fuck?
I didn't put it on because I couldn't even last like 2 minutes listening to that shit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I will say I'm super glad that someone. What was that?
Someone, he said he couldn't last 2 minutes. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, I didn't mean it like that.
All right.
Wow.
You can't last 5 minutes with this game. Just give your credit card's information, and we'll give you what you want.
I wasn't even going. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, what I was gonna say was I'm super glad that someone actually watched Heike Monogatari.
Yeah,
because
it was so cool. It was
that was amazing. Usually when I watch seasonal anime, I watch like maybe a couple of episodes to start, and then just wait and watch it all when it's out. So I watched 3 episodes, I think, of Heike Monogatari, and yeah, that seemed that it could be really, really amazing. And have anyone else really talk about it?
Really, I haven't really caught up. I think I've seen like 5 episodes at this point because I was making my YouTube video and it took like a fucking month to.
Yeah.
So like, I haven't caught up yet, but yeah, I agree. It's really promising. Like the animation is good. The art style is like very Japanese.
Yeah, just to give everyone on the same page here. Have you watched Ping Pong or Devilman Crybaby?
Crybaby, I have.
Or Tatami Galaxy. It's by that studio. It's by that studio, so you can kind of. It's a very sort of, in a way, abstract art style with a. Yeah, it's very unique. It's not made by the same person who is sort of responsible for a lot of those. The studio is called Science Saru. I don't want to get too into the sort of nitty gritty about anime production and stuff, but Yuasa Masaki is usually the one who makes those shows. But this time it's a woman who was a very prominent figure in Kyoto Animation. I think she might have directed A Silent Voice, maybe, and K-On, I believe.
Okay.
That's
I'm thinking of a different one. Never mind.
But yeah, so basically, take the studio behind Devilman Crybaby and Ping Pong and Tatami Galaxy and put them in a historical setting, and telling the story of a powerful Japanese family around the 1200s.
Yeah, the
am I right?
Minamoto clan. The Taira clan.
Yeah.
The Minamoto clan. And it's
Yeah, he probably knows more than I do.
Yeah.
So,
I literally researched this for my video. It was
Yeah.
the Taira clan. Let me just pull up because I have my script here. Wait, one sec. Yeah, it's the War of Genpe that took place between the 23rd of July of 1180 until the 25th of April of 1185. And the war is between the Taira clan and the Minamoto clan. The Biwa gets taken in by the Taira clan. The war started because there was a conflict between the two clans about whose clan becomes the ruler of Japan by like politics, but it wasn't like an all-out war, I think, right?
Yeah, it seemed kind of a subtle. Yeah. Anyway, I'm really sorry. I just really want to chill. I want to chill Heike Monogatari whenever I get the chance. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hijacking your podcast.
No problem. That's definitely one that I want to check out. I'm watching I think 7 anime this season, and I'm struggling with that.
Jesus. I only checked out, I believe, Mushoku Tensei and Tacked Up Destiny.
Okay. I'm actually
Tacked Up Destiny is definitely just a good show because it's the animation. And
yeah, that's kind of that's the feeling I got. Yeah.
It's not like the story isn't that good. It's just because the animation is good and the music is good. That's just why it's good, and that's it. Well, I just said good 5 times.
I'm not caught up on all of them, so I might try to start watching another one, but I don't know. We'll see. It just depends because I don't know if it's happening.
Today I caught up with Blue Period, and it's really good.
I've read the manga.
That's one I was thinking about checking out too.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's fucking good. I did say a couple things on my video.
Yeah, I saw.
I don't agree on it entirely because that video was actually kind of my first impressions, the first 4 episodes.
Got you.
And yeah.
All right. Dane, is Timmy around? Or is he still not there?
No. Timmy! Yeah, not right now.
Yeah. But y'all gotta leave in like 2 minutes?
What about the Faraway
Yeah.
Peloton? Anyone watching that?
I am watching
Nah.
that. That's pretty good. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you watching? I know you didn't mention any that got like a second season, but are you watching 86? Are you either of you or any of you
I
guys?
haven't seen 86. I am catching up on Mushoku Tensei. I actually, because has someone been watching Mushoku?
Yeah, I have, but not
Yeah, I
only
haven't.
only the first episode of the second part, though.
Oh, look, dude, watch the fifth episode.
Mm.
The fifth episode is like insanely well made. And
Yeah,
because of that-
just in general, it's really, really well made, I'd say.
yeah. But episode 5 is like a very impactful moment that changes the show entirely, and that's why I caught up to the manga of Mushoku Tensei.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is there a manga?
Yeah, there's a manga and there's also a light.
Ah, yeah. Okay,
Very
I only
interesting.
knew about the light novel. Yeah. All right.
Okay. I think that I think we may end up talking about the anime this season in a whole nother podcast. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you stay tuned.
Yeah. That
we
sounds
may
cool.
we may have. I was actually going to see if Korosaki wanted to come on that because I know he's seen like all
Yeah,
of them.
Yeah, he's the resident expert apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other one I've been interested in is the Osama ranking. I don't know.
The
okay.
ranking is really well made. Like, I mean, you get a kind of Disney vibe from it, doesn't?
Yeah, kind of like Ghibli / Disney sort of
Yeah.
sort of style to it.
The characters and like, yeah, the setting is really cartoonish, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dane is. Did you have anything else you wanted to say, or is do you think Timmy's gonna be around soon to close this out, or?
You know what? One sec. Can
Okay.
I just?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Can I? Okay. So, like, if somebody wants to know all the good anime this season, just go watch my video, please.
Yep.
Thanks.
Wow, how
You know-
shameless! How shameless this man is! Look at this man! Not even waiting until the end of the video to
Well,
plug his stuff.
we are nearing the end, aren't we?
Hey, I was gonna give you the opportunity, but this man was like, I'm gonna just take it now anyway. Shameless plug. Hey, it's all good. We all gotta do it
Yeah,
sometimes. I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So I'll let Dan. Did you have anything else you wanted to mention? Because I know you hadn't been involved in the conversation as
I was
much.
gonna say, like, just looking back on like the stuff and talking about like what got us into the anime in general. I kind of think like nowadays I just kind of put anime on in the background like while I'm doing something else or like something like that. So I kind of want to just like actually get into like the next anime I watch. I guess I really want to get into it and like have that be the only thing I'm watching at the time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Do you have any ideas of which anime you actually want to check out?
No, you guys got any ideas?
Well, I always.
Season or just in general?
There was something out there.
I mean, have you watched? I mentioned Mob Psycho 100. Have you watched that?
I've seen some stuff about it, but I haven't
That's a
actually
good
watched
one.
it.
I mean,
That's a
you
good
should
one.
watch that. I mean, the third season is coming out, and I believe that might be the last one.
Yeah,
so
it is. That's what I've heard.
Okay,
It's probably it's a good time to get into it.
Yeah.
I'll just say a very old movie, Akira. That's a good movie. If you haven't seen Akira, very
I've
cool
seen stuff
movie.
about, like the bike. I remember the bike. And like,
Yeah.
like gets like it turns into a big monster and is with a big forehead or whatever.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my recommendation is usually Code Geass, since that's my favorite anime. But so but I'm gonna say Mob Psycho. I think Evan was right on with that one. I think that would be a good one for you to check out for sure.
Yeah, that's I.
Yeah, has he
Oh,
watched
that's-
JoJo's? Has he watched?
He has. Right
Watch
then.
JoJo's.
when it comes to action anime, that's usually my go-to. My favorites among like shonen and stuff is Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a long one. So when I'm
Timmy's
sort
a
of,
Hunter hater, so
If you want an action anime that is
fuck Timmy, fuck Timmy.
fuck Timmy.
yo guys, yeah, fuck it.
I'm gonna apologize to him when this is done.
He's he actually he says he doesn't mind it, but the thing is he doesn't put it on as high.
Like the 90s one.
Yeah,
he
respect.
does. He likes the 90s one better.
Hey, what the fuck?
I haven't seen the 90s one. Also, if you want an box anime, like an action anime, but it's still like sports, then you should watch Megalobox. Yeah.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah, let's go. The second season is also very nuanced, and it takes a different take in the same universe, but it's still one of my favorite ones. Like Megalobox, the first one is original and well made, and it's kind of like an coming of age story. No, not a coming of age story. Like just
an underdog story.
Underdog story, yeah, underdog story. But the other one is like the second season is about dealing with reaching your goal, and then
seen that.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
Like,
heard
like what happens when you've actually reached it? Then
and then dealing with how, what do you say? Like
One Punch Man.
Huh? Oh yeah, kind of, sort of.
Like
Not the same thing, but like
I mean,
Megalobox is more depressed, kind of.
It's kind of cliched, but I guess you could link it to sort of the same vibe as Cowboy Bebop in a way.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's kind of the style they try to emulate, but it's a very different story.
And the music and shit, it's a whole different thing.
That show was amazing to watch weekly. I remember when it aired.
What, Megalobox?
Yeah.
I only watched the second season weekly, so I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember. The first season when that aired, I watched it alongside a friend of mine, and it was that was really really fun.
Yeah, that's on one of my priorities to like watch next. But Dane, watch Mob Psycho and then report back.
Okay.
All right.
I will watch Mob Psycho.
Sounds good.
Also, could I defend what because I self-promoted just now? Can I just defend myself? If you had one shot,
I don't think.
Hold on.
Dude, okay. Hypothetically, if you had one shot or one opportunity,
but you didn't.
Everything you ever wanted.
They were gonna let you have a chance at the end of the podcast. They were gonna let you have your chance at the end of the podcast.
I always gotta make sure the homies get to plug. But all right, guys, I think it's about time to wrap it up. We kind of gave our thoughts, gave our off-topic thoughts about some random shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess Timmy's still not going to be here, huh, Dane?
Yeah.
Okay,
Timmy!
well.
Timmy! Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, he's not going to be here.
He's not.
He's not going to be here.
Damn. Okay. All right. Well, like I said, So since Korosaki already plugged himself, Evan, do you want to let them know where they can find you?
Yeah, sure. If you haven't had enough of me already, then you can go over to YouTube and check out my channel, Evangaard. That's Evan, EVAN, and then GAARD.
Link will be in the description.
I hope so. It's not exactly the most straightforward thing. But yeah, I talk about manga and really whatever I want to talk about. Mostly I'm into seinen stuff and give out recommendations. Just check me out, okay?
Yes, sir.
That's
All right, and then Korosaki,
gonna-
I guess you can tell them again where they can
Yeah,
find you.
okay. So you can find me as Korosaki on YouTube and also on Twitter. But the thing is, when you go to YouTube, when you search up Korosaki, you get Kurosaki, like what's his name? From Bleach, right?
Ichigo.
Yeah, Ichigo Kurosaki. So
Yeah.
that's a problem. Also, there's a guy that has 252 subs, and his name is Sean Kurosaki, and I
Okay.
have less subscribers than him. And there's also one guy
Just a little bit.
There's also one guy, Kurosaki,
the man's going all fair.
again, that has 25 subs when I have 24. So please help me reach 26 so I can surpass him.
Yeah, hey, link in the description. If you don't want to have to deal with all that conundrum, just click the link. Check him out. If you hate SAO, he's got that. If you want anime from this season, he's got that. That's all he's got so far, so just stay tuned. I don't know what to tell you.
And if you have very strong opinions about the size of a manga volume, then I guess you can check me out. Because
I saw that. Didn't you? Like, you had a video blow up about that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that was the manga box set video. For some reason, that just got a shit ton of views, and so I've just been riding off that wave ever since.
You have 3.51k. Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm kind of a big shot if I do say so myself.
Hey, hell yeah. But all right, guys. So let me go ahead and tell you about a very special channel called Mushin Kami. That's my YouTube channel who I recently started. It's got less subscribers than you guys, only like 6 subs right now. So if you guys want to go check it out, new video coming soon on why the luch is clear of light. But if you're interested, we also had a guest that was on a recent podcast on that. I had him on as well, Cardiac K. Go check out that video coming soon. Also got 2 other videos. One on why Sakura is trash, and the other one on Villain Saga Season 2 coming out. So if you're interested. What's up?
Timmy's back.
I said, don't check it out.
Oh, fuck you, Timmy.
Or what? Oh, right. Yeah. Makes sense.
All right, Timmy. All right. Did you have anything you wanted to say to the people since you were gone like all podcasts?
You said me?
No, Timmy.
Timmy, you got anything to say?
River's a bitch.
Oh, wow. Okay. On that note, let's just get this to the fuck out of here.
You ended with Rivers a bitch.
Say anything?
Oh, yeah, Dane, you can say something.
I was gonna say a shout out to the guests for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. This was kind of a shotgun thing where we just all of a sudden decided to do this, but I'm very happy that I got the chance.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. All right. Well, like we said, make sure you guys go check out the links in the description, all that audio platforms in the description. Make sure I didn't even say it. Like and subscribe. Like
and sub. Like and sub. Like. Okay.
What were you saying, Timmy?
I just said, go check out the guests. Their channels are better than Rivers.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Timmy. You're right. You know.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about this whole time. Yeah, when you were gone, you were just like saying that you're actually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah. I've always liked you.
What about you?
But yeah, join the Flow squad. I don't know what the fuck you want to say. The community. Join it. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if it's happening, but you can make it a possibility. So hit that subscribe button and like the video if you liked our content. But we're out of here. So see you guys next time. Flow out. Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
You.
Ah.